sure many of you watching feel the same way. I feel as though my phone has taken over my life and I spend so much of my time on it. So the point of today's video is really to just look deeper in my habits and try to make mindful changes to live life away from technology, because there are so many beautiful things in this world that I feel like we miss because we are so sucked into our phones and technology in general. So I'm going to take you along with for some of these life changes that I am making, and maybe you will pause and reflect and look at your own habits and see maybe there are some changes that you want to make as well. But I'm going to take you along with for the full ride, so let's do it. One of the first changes that I'm implementing for this video is pushing myself to step out of my comfort zone to meet new people and try new things. I'm definitely a person that thrives in the comfort of my routine, but that also means sometimes I sacrifice the opportunities to make new friends and try these different things. So today I found this little book club, book girly meetup, and I'm gonna go to it. We are just meeting in a park and talking about books and meeting each other, which I'm so excited for because reading is one of my biggest hobbies, and I think it's definitely a great starting point to trying to make new friends. I'm also in a brand new city after college. I moved to a city I don't know anyone in, didn't grow up here, so I was starting from scratch, and it has definitely been a struggle to meet new people. So I'm really excited for this opportunity. I'm a little nervous, but I'm going to take you guys along with as a little form of comfort, but I'm really hoping that it's going to go well and I'm going to meet some new people. But let's do it. Back from the bookish meetup, ignore my dog, I have Dubai chocolate, but it was such an amazing time. I am so glad that I pushed myself to go because I met so many new people and just had to have so many fun conversations. Like I said, this was a bookish meetup, so I think it was a lot easier to make conversation and talk to people because you already knew you had a common interest. So we just talked about books, and it was such a fun afternoon. I stayed the full 2 hours, which I wasn't sure if I was going to do. And it was a little hot. It's Texas summer. We were in a park, but overall, it was such a fun experience, and I'm so glad that I did it. And I want to do more things like this, so I've just been trying to search around and finding things like this to help make friends. But take this as your advice to put yourself out there and do it. That's obviously not the end of this video. I have a lot of other things, but that is just one step that I'm taking, is trying to put myself out there and out of my comfort zone. I'm gonna eat my Dubai chocolate and read my book, and we're gonna have a great night. So I will see you guys later. Some of the first steps that I did for this video, I removed social media from the homepage of my phone. So the reason I did this, I didn't delete the apps altogether, just because since I did just move away from college, some of the main ways that I keep up with some of my college friends are through Instagram. So I do still have them on my phone, and I will occasionally go on them, but I actually have to go in and physically search for the app if I want to open it. And that extra step, a lot of the times I have found it just stops me from wanting to go on it, because I'm I could be spending my time doing something else unless I'm actually going to go and check up on people. So I removed them from my home screen. I did that at the beginning of this week, and even just these 5 days that I've had them off my home screen, I feel like it has gotten so much better. I have not spent as much time on my phone. I don't doom scroll very often. There has been 1 or 2 times that I do, but for the most part, when I go on social media, it's intentional because I'm wanting to connect with people or show someone something, but I'm not doom scrolling as much as I was. So that has been the first big step. And then some of the other things that I'm really working on is spending more time doing hobbies. I'll take you along with through a bunch of hobbies throughout this video, and then also being more intentional about my time with other people. So getting involved in other things, as well as me and my boyfriend have started doing bi-weekly dates that we take switch off turns planning, and it's just being more intentional about our time together because both of us work full time. So I have such little time in my day that I can dedicate to doing whatever I want. So why not be attentive and actually put it towards doing things that make me happy and bring me joy and fulfill my heart. Which is something I'm going to do right now is take care of all of my plants. So I don't know if you can really tell in the background of my videos, but I own a lot of plants. So I have a bunch like on my bookshelves over here, as well as here, and they're like scattered everywhere across our townhome. But we are going to like water them, check them, and all of that. And it's just another fun hobby I have. For a little while when we first moved, I didn't take care of them as well as I should have. So some of them are not doing too well, and I'm trying to like bring them back. So that is the plan. Fun hobby that I'm going to start dedicating more time towards is my reading journal. I love my reading journal. I fill it out quite often, but I have not filled it out since February. I just have not been dedicating the time to it. I just always feel like I was just always doing other stuff. So I have a lot of months to catch up on. It is almost August. We're almost done with July. So I have book prints printed out, some already printed. I just have to like sort through them. We're gonna do this because I love tracking my reading and just like kind of getting to see everything in one place. It makes it so much fun. So we're gonna sit here, I'm gonna watch some YouTube videos from some of my favorite booktubers, and we're gonna fill out our reading journal because I really enjoy it and I just have not been dedicating the time to it. But that is the whole point of this video, is spending more time doing things that bring me joy. So let's do it. Is quite literally like my best friend. I got him when he was a 10-week-old puppy. He's now a little over a year and a half. And one of the big things I did when I got him was training him at least 3 times a day, every single day, until he was about like a year-ish old, and he kind of retained those skills a lot better. And now that I'm working my full-time job, we don't do as many like training sessions, but it's so fun and he has so many little tricks. So I thought I would show you some tricks with Orzo because I want to spend more time like doing these tricks and like training with him because it's good mental stimulation for him. So we're gonna take the time and we are going to do some tricks. And this is Orzo, by the way, if you have not met him yet. We're starting an official trick counter, but okay guys, I thought it'd be fun if we just closed out this video by having a little chitty chat. I've been doing a lot of things in this video and I haven't really been talking that much, but I just want to kind of talk through some of my feelings. First off, I would highly recommend everyone to try and take a step back and reflect on your habits, especially when it comes to how much time you're spending on your phone and social media, because those little devices have completely sucked in our lives, whether we really realize it or not. And just myself being more mindful and intentionally putting down my phone and doing other activities, I feel so much more fulfilled. I feel like I'm getting so many more things done, and I would highly encourage everyone to at least reflect on your habits. Even if you don't do anything to change them, I highly encourage you to, but at least reflect on yourself because it means a lot. But for me personally, kind of more of the motivations for wanting to do this One of my biggest fears in life, and it's been this way for a long time, is unfulfilled potential. And with that comes me just always working really, really hard towards the next thing and always pushing forward in life instead of, yes, like obviously wanting to work towards different things in life, but also enjoying the period that I'm in right now. Both can happen simultaneously, but I kind of lose sight of life right now. Like, I'm in such an amazing time in my life. I just graduated college. I'm starting my adult life. I started my full-time job. Like, me and my boyfriend moved in together. We're like kind of reaching the time frame of maybe getting engaged, and like this is such a unique time in my life. I'm 22 and I really want to enjoy it because my life will never be like this again. As like I get older, maybe start having kids, like buying a house, like that type of stuff. Like, I just want to live in the time that I am now, and I don't always just want to be pushing towards the future. So combined with how much time I did spend on my phone, I used to go on social media all the time, and something on social media that kind of played into that really bad fear of mine is seeing all these different people that are in different places in their lives that are like doing better than me. Like, they're traveling, they have all this money, they have all these friends, and it just like heightened my emotions of feeling like I wasn't doing enough and that I had to be doing more to get what I wanted in the future. And it was just this really bad cycle, and definitely like stepping away from social media and like away from my phone has caused me to just live in my own life much more. And I dream of like living off the grid, like owning, like having a farm and like never having to like use a phone. But obviously that's not the world we live in. But I really want to try to take steps to kind of adopt some of those lifestyle habits. And yeah, I don't know if any of this is really making sense, but again, I highly encourage you to reflect on your own habits. I think it was an amazing time, like stepping away from my phone. I got so much done. I refound like new hobbies, like my reading journal. I haven't done it in like 4 months, and I did it again, and I was like, this was so fun. Like, I had so much fun doing it. And it just reminds me, like, there's so many things that you can be doing other than sitting on your phone. It is not healthy for our attention spans in our lives to, one, just be having so much stimulation and content coming at us. So I highly encourage you, slow down. And if you do still want to watch like content and stuff, try switching to long form media. Watch more YouTube videos that are more long form. Watch movies, TV shows, instead of the 15, 30-second clips of just constant simulation on like TikTok and shorts and reels and whatever there is now as well. But anyways, I think that's where I'm going to end this video. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you guys next time. Bye!